Thank you, David. Hi, everyone. It is great to be here presenting our sample on classified listing Copilot, specifically for streamline the internal marketplace using Microsoft Copilot and Microsoft Teams messaging extension. And thanks to David for this catchy title for our demo. So in this demo, we will show you how Microsoft Teams messaging extension can be extended as Microsoft 365 Copilot using Teams Toolkit. And we will demonstrate this by walking you through the demo as well as the code of a classified listing Copilot, which is developed as a messaging extension which enables users to easily post, buy, or rent items within Microsoft Teams, providing easy to use seller and buyer kind of an experience. So we are the authors of this community sample. Myself, Nandadeep Nasan. I'm Microsoft MVP for M365 and AI platform, and I'm privileged to have this sample developed along with my sister and fellow MVP colleagues, Mitra Nasan. So here are our social media handles to get in touch with us for any further discussions.
So greetings from Pune, India. So here is an example use case built for Copilot for a company internal marketplace. So the classified listing Copilot offers a corporate employees a convenient way to build, sell or rent the items right inside the Microsoft Teams. So it saves the time by allowing the transactions to happen within the work environment without needing to use outside the platforms. So let's say, for example, the employees are searching for the items, can quickly find what they need through an inbuilt search powered by Copilot, which filters and sorts the listing based on their preferences. So here are some of the driving factors behind implementing this Copilot sample. So the first one, it is the simplify the process of creating and managing the listing. So the Copilot streamlines the entire process, making it easy for users to create, post and manage their listing. Second one, it allows user to interact conversationally. So the Copilot enables the user to engage with listing through natural conversational interactions within the Microsoft Teams. So these conversational approaches make it easier for the employees to ask the questions and post listing all within a familiar chat environment of Microsoft Teams. So the third one, it extends the Microsoft Team extensions as Copilot. So by building on existing team extensions, the Copilot enhances and extends the functionality of Microsoft Teams. So it transforms these extensions into the AI driven tools that provide the intelligent assistance, making the routine task more efficient and integrated into the workflow. So this Copilot is created using a Teams Toolkit as a messaging extension, and it's available to download, use and explore under the Microsoft Teams Development Community Samples repository on the URL displayed on the screen. So please do explore and share your feedback with us. So let's say that how this functionality work within a Microsoft 365 leveraging the capabilities of Copilot. So the first one is the posting classified listing. So the user can create classified listing for the items they want to sell, buy or rent. This could be done through messaging extensions or the Copilot features in Microsoft Teams. Second one is a searching listings. So the users looking to buy, rent, or search for an item can input their search queries in conversational manner. Let's say, for example, show me all the available apartments in Helsinki, Finland. So the Copilot can refine the search results by understanding the user preferences and the context. So, for example, filtering the results by the location, price range, or a item category. So the third one, managing the listings. So user can manage their existing listing, making the edits, updating the prices or delete them as and when needed. Fourth one is the most important term for the security and compliance. Since the Copilot operates within the secure Microsoft 365 environment, so the all user data, including the listings and the transactions, is protected under Microsoft compliance and security frameworks. So the Copilot can be configured to flag inappropriate content or manage the listing approvals to ensure that all the posting stick to organizational policies itself. The fifth one and the last one is enhancing user experience. So the classified listing copilot enhances the user experience for both seller as well as for the buyers by making the process quick and easy. So the sellers can effortlessly create and manage their listing while the buyers can interact with this listing directly within the Microsoft Teams. So this streamline integrated approach saves the times and improve the convenience for everyone involved.
All right, so that's interesting. Let us see what are the prerequisites that we need to develop this kind of a solution. So we will need Node.js version 18 or Visual Studio Code with Teams Toolkit extension installed, Microsoft 365 as well as Microsoft Copilot license, and then we are using blob storage in Azure portal. But again, you can feel free to use SharePoint list or any of the other options. And for this solution, optionally, you will need to use Azure Storage Explorer if you want to view or edit the Azure tables used in this sample. So this is how the table schema looks like. On to the right hand side, we have the listing city where you will be able to list out all of the cities by their name. And again, we do have partition key and row key, which are the by default columns there. We do have listing type other table, which signifies what kind of an listing we have, for example, buy, rent, or sell. And then again, we have the main table, which contains the title, description, price of the item that someone wants to buy, sell, or rent, along with the references of the city and type. And then we are storing owner ID and owner name so that we'll be able to filter and display the user information. And we can obviously optimize this further by applying the normalization technique, but this is the schema that we have to start with. All right, so with that, let's get into the code as well as the demo. So this particular sample is available as a Teams extension. So obviously, just wanted to show you how the Teams extension looks like. So this is how it will look like. You will be able to go to the team message compose box, and then from there you can search for the classified listing. You just need to search for the item that you want to see for, and then you will see the listing. Once you click on the listing, this is how it will look like, from where you will be able to see the basic information about that listing, including the owner information, the listing information itself, like what kind of a listing that is, the price associated with that location and when it was posted, and the description which was given by the user. At the same time, for example, if you are the you are the owner or the person who have created that listing, you will get delete kind of an option. And for example, if you want to go ahead create another listing, you will get new listing option wherein you can specify the title, description, price, city, and type, and then you can post out that listing. When it comes to the Copilot kind of an experience, here we do have a couple of things. First thing is a basic prompt. Basic prompt, it is like just we are giving a very simple, plain English language like find bikes in classified listing, and it will go ahead find out all of the bikes which are there in the classified listing. So again, there is a citation. Once you click onto the citation, it will show you all of the information related to that particular item. Again, this particular Copilot plugin also supports advanced kind of a prompt wherein you will be able to combine multiple things together. For example, along with the classified listing that you want to search for, you can specify location. So, for example, here is the prompt which says find bikes in classified listing in a certain city called as Mumbai, or maybe a bike which is under some kind of a price, and then it can filter out and give you all the information. So this is how the experience looks like when it comes to the Teams extension as well as Copilot. Now that let us look into the code. So this particular solution has been created using Teams Toolkit in Visual Studio Code. So the solution structure looks like the same that you create. The major thing here is the manifestation, because this is the place from where your Copilot plugin get kicked off, and then again your Copilot will be, or the Microsoft 365 Copilot will be able to get your plugin by looking at the metadata that you specify inside of this manifestation. So here we have a specified metadata, for example, ID as a classified listing search, and a specific name given to it as a classified listing with a description, and even the semantic description to help better Copilot understand our plugin. There are certain parameters that we are specifying here so that based on the natural language that we get as a prompt from the user, this particular Copilot plugin will be able to get the information on that from those entities. For example, name of the item or the title of that listing item, the location where we want to search it out, the type of that listing item, for example, sale, buy, or rent, and then the price of that item. So this is the information that we grab from the prompt which was sent by the user. Then this one is our main or the entry point from where we are passing on all that information to our specific class, which is a search command, kind of an extension which is created. And here the main magic happen, like we just have a look at the queries which are being passed. So we look at the query parameters. For example, if it is just one query parameter, we just try to map it to either item name, type, location, or price, which is specified there. Or if there are multiple parameters, we try to get the exact values for those parameters from here. Once we have that information, we simply make a call to the Azure table storage to get the information. So this is the code wherein we connect to the Azure table storage to get all the classified listing. And based on the criteria or the prompt which was given by the user, we filter out those products. And once we filter out those products, we need to make something, or we need to use something called as an adaptive card to show this information. So for that, we do have this card handler which will help us to make the data bind to that template which is available inside of this JSON based adaptive card, and then this particular card is now shown to the user with the form of this UI that we see onto the screen. So this was the basic thing. We just wanted to show you a very simple kind of an Copilot, but it shows the strength, like how you will be able to create the solutions on top of Microsoft Teams, and then help your users to have some better engagement. So with that, again, thank you very much. If you want to have further discussion, please feel free to connect with us, and then we'll be more than happy to take this discussion further. And thank you very much for this opportunity.